Hello, this is Riddle, and I'm going to teach you how to make not just a bow, but a beautiful bow. It's all about being patient and finishing touches. If you're just learning to make a bow, you want to use a smaller ribbon, like a number 5 ribbon, as this number 9 ribbon may be a little too thick for you. I also chose this bi-color ribbon so you can understand the difference when you're twisting and turning, which side should be on the inside and which side should be on the outside. So you have your ribbon of your choice, and you're going to want to have a piece of wire ready in place. The wire you're going to cut to the length of whatever your goal is. If you're just attaching it to a package, you're not going to need that long of a piece of wire, just long enough to secure your bow when you're done making it. So it'll just go through the center, be pulled around and wrapped tightly. I'm guessing 6 or 7 inches should be sufficient. And if you're going to attach your bow to a tree or an object, you're going to want longer wire, like if you're making large bows for church pews. So we're going to cut our piece of wire right now, and we're going to go for about 7 inches. If you're going to use scissors to cut your wire, you don't want to ruin your good scissors. So if you're lazy like I am, just make sure you cut from the back of the scissors. That way the stress on the scissors will be back here and not affect the sharpness of your blade, because you're going to want a sharp blade to do things like this. See, I like that nice little touches like this. So we're going to start with the center of our bow. You're going to be using your thumb and your pointy finger, your gun fingers I call them mainly. You're going to pinch together your ribbon with our beige side facing out. We're going to bring it around into a loop and then gather it also in the same area. You can see that? The gold part is inside. We've gathered a nice piece. At this point, we're going to twist our ribbon and form our first loop. Now, I'm going to make something that I've called the butterfly bow. And what that is once we've regathered it, we're going to twist again, make the same size loop on the opposite side, and tuck. Now our next loop is going to be a little bit larger. So again, we're twisting down towards the center of our bow, so the shiny's on the inside, and we're creating a loop a little bit longer than our first initial one. Then again, twisting and making our second loop. Most people like to do 4 to 6 loops. I like a generous bow, especially if it's an event like a wedding. I want the feeling of luxury. So it's going to be 8 to 10. Our next loop, again, we're twisting down at the center. We're looping a little bit longer. Other side, twisting, looping. And then our 2 final loops are going to be a little bit dramatically longer, because this is going to give you the full butterfly bow effect, which is my signature bow. So we're going to go a little bit longer, twisting at the bottom to our white side. And now we're going to do our streamers. Now you don't put your streamers on separately. It's actually part of this process. What you do is you make, depending how long you want your streamers, you do 1 dramatic loop, like so, gathering at the bottom once again, and then your final one. And if you're good, you just do your little scissor tail like that. This is where it's important to hold onto your bow really firm. You take your wire, you place it through the bow, through the center of the bow, still holding onto it with your left or right hand, bringing it around towards the bottom, catching it, and then twisting it as firmly as you can 2 or 3 times around the bottom of your bow. Once that's secured, you will be ready to shape your bow and look at it and make any kind of alterations or adjustments, like so. We have a beautiful, full butterfly bow. And now we want to also create our secondary streamer. So about a quarter of the way down, we're going to make another scissor cut. Then we're going to finish this one off in a scissor cut, like so. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, a beautiful butterfly bow. And again, using this technique, you can make these as long and as dramatic as you want. Maybe you want more bang for your buck, and you want to do these two at a certain length and then go really long with the bottom ones. But there's your basic butterfly bow. If you have any questions, pop them in the comment box. Please subscribe, it really helps me. And I will make more instructional videos in the future. Take care.